Welcome back. Russia and Venezuela. This is the story. Russia has stakes in a big oil company called Citgo. It's a unit of PDVSA. Citgo now weighing filing for bankruptcy after the U.S., the Trump White House hit it with the oil sector there with sanctions. So the question tonight, how far will Russia go to protect its interests there?
Well, I don't think Russia will go to war over Venezuela. I mean, they're more than an ocean away. They would have great difficulty challenging, using Venezuela as a proxy and challenging the United States. Venezuela is certainly in our backyard.
That's General Jack Keane weighing in. For more expert insights, let's get to Peter Brookes. He served with the CIA. He is a retired naval intelligence officer. Great to see you, sir.
Good to be here.
How far will Russia go to protect its interests?
I think General Keane is right. Russia does have interests beyond PDVSA. There's arms sales. They also have loans that they've given to Venezuela to keep the government solvent. It has been a foothold for Russia in the Americas. As you remember, Liz, they just recently had a couple of strategic bombers fly all the way from Russia and land in Venezuela. So they have interests. They like to use Venezuela as a way to remind the United States that Moscow is not happy with the fact that there's NATO and there are U.S. forces in Europe. So Russia, I don't think, will go to war over this, but they can make things difficult for us elsewhere if they want. Remember, they are talking to the Taliban in Afghanistan. They're in Syria. They're in Ukraine. So it may not be in Venezuela, but they may show their displeasure in other places.
You know, this is a broader geopolitical story, Peter, that you're pointing out. I mean, the Wall Street Journal is saying that the Trump administration's broader aim is to regain leverage over Cuba and Venezuela. I mean, there are inroads in the region being made, to your point, by Russia, Iran, China. Hezbollah is in thick and fast with Venezuela. I mean, the story of communism is an old story in South America, Peter.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is in our neighborhood. There's no question about it. We need to be concerned about that. And of course, Venezuela under Chavez was a much bigger problem for the United States, especially its relationship with Iran. Remember Ahmadinejad, the leader of Iran, and how many times he met with Chavez. It's diminished a bit under Maduro, but there's also Nicaragua. Cuba's also looking to make a comeback. So yes, it's very important. This is in our region. This is in the Americas, and that we have to look after our security interests
here. I mean, Russia has loaned Citgo billions of dollars and getting collateralized assets out of Citgo. What's your take on how the Trump White House is handling all of this?
So far, so good. I think they need to continue the pressure, build the international coalition. I think there's 50-some countries. You mentioned the European Parliament, which is not the European Union, remember. That's just the Parliament. But they're hoping that some European Union countries or the European Union as a whole will recognize the interim government. So looking for a peaceful transition. We don't want to see any violence. We don't want to have to involve ourselves there militarily. But we're hoping to a return of democracy and free markets and civil liberties to Venezuela.
Peter Brookes with the Heritage Foundation. Thank you so much for coming on, sir. Really appreciate it. Next on the Evening Edit, Nancy Pelosi.